So the importance, basically, first thing you want to do is get your name. The importance of basically having your name and letting it actually carry you is because literally this is the name that will be in the state paperwork. This is the name that goes on all of your legal documentation. Okay, so of course, to get your name, you will go to the link that we have provided, the sos.alabama.gov. This is where it takes you to. We put it inside of the chat that you do. You see the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you go directly there, that is what it is. So what you want to do is you want to keep your business and your personal separate. You want to make sure that your money, your personal emails, your personal bank accounts is separated from your business stuff. So when you do this business stuff, go ahead and go get a business bank account. And so you can go ahead and separate that funding. All right. So do you have any specific questions to LLC so I can make sure?
I kind of asked you earlier. I think the only question I had was me and my husband. We kind of talked about that a little bit. Is doing one, and we were trying to think about whether we should do an LLC or what is it, LLP or something like that.
Right.
And so for tax purposes, because I have a nonprofit that's already 501c3 certified, then I have Jazzy Beats that will be an LLC for me. And then me and him would do Allen. All of these Jazzy Beats is makeup. The Ferez is nonprofit, and then the one that we'll do together is like Allen, Little Allen Enterprises, and so that would encompass with like him doing maintenance things and me having housing. So that's why we're doing different ones. And so I think that we're gonna probably go the route that you're talking about, where one of us is just the main person, and then so that we don't get taxed twice, if that makes sense.
Yes, so you definitely want to make sure.
Time.
Right. So you also want to make sure you have an operating agreement on hand. The operating agreement basically is the rules and regulations of what you are doing. It basically says this is who the owners, this is the beneficiaries, this is a percentage that they put in, and this is how much they get out. Basically, you want to make sure you have that type of documentation as well for you. All right. When you separate your business and your personal, it'll help better with organization skills as well, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, when you try to get organized, you want to be able, especially when you get ready to file your taxes, you want to be able to go directly to know what was used for business and what was used for personal. There are personal taxes. There are business taxes or state taxes associated with the LLC. So when you file the paperwork, you are going to get some mail. Some of that stuff is spam, but there is one particular thing that you do have to pay every year by April the 15th, which is called your B as in boy, P as in Peter, T as in Tom, the BPT tax. So it's called business privilege tax. And so with the business privilege tax, that is the tax that, because you have a business in the state of Alabama, basically you have to pay. Now it's a minimum amount of $100. I haven't really seen anything higher than that amount, unless you have, for example, late fees and you did not pay it. Once you file it, you have to, once we file this, you're going to get paperwork from the state. It's going to be the State Department of Revenue. Besides all that spam, it's going to tell you, hey, this is your controller number, log in, and pay this fee. It's due once within 60 days and then every year by April 15th. All right. So I just want to make sure I communicate that there is a tax associated with that you have to pay and keep up. Otherwise, your business can dissolve. All right. So as far as with the business bank accounts, you want to kind of see what would be best for you. A lot of businesses have different type of business bank accounts. Just find out what's good for you. You don't want to pay high fees and you don't have that much coming into the bank. So every kind of bank has their lower account and things like that. You want to make sure that you're able to really work those things out. Did you have any more questions before we actually start filling out paperwork about the LLC? I know I already kind of answered a lot of your questions. Okay, well, Jeremy, you can actually take over. This is Jeremy, my husband. So he definitely will be assisting you.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. All right, so Indy already covered a lot about what an LLC is. Now, when we get to certain points in the paperwork, I will cover a few more things, like whether it's a registered agent and stuff like that. But you already have a nonprofit, so a lot of this stuff will be self-explanatory to you. And then once you learn this system, you'll be able to go back in and do whatever you need to do, file paperwork and everything else. Now, I do tend to talk a little fast. So if I'm talking too fast for you, just let me know, like, hey, Jeremy, please slow down for me, and I'll be happy to slow down. And then go over some other stuff. Like India said, this should not take us very long to get this done. We on average do take us like 20, maybe 25 minutes to do an LLC straight through. So, especially for the state of Alabama, so it is very simple and self-explanatory. Are you already on the Alabama Secretary of State website?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All
Not
right.
with this business.
Okay. No, I'm saying, have you already went to the website so you can follow along with us?
Oh, yeah,
Are,
yeah. I
are,
thought you
are,
meant like I already done something.
oh, no,
This-
no, no, no. Okay.
I'm
So,
already I already clicked on it, so it's already up.
okay, so this is the link where you go and do file your businesses and everything. And if you need to make any amendments and everything, this is the website you will go to. Okay, this is our Secretary of State, Mr. John H. Merrill. When you see his smiling face, that lets you know you're on the right website. Now, if we ever change Secretary of States, it may be a different person up here. But the main tab you want to pay attention to when you go to this website is right here. You see where it's showing people shaking hands, business services. This is where we want to go. So when it's on the main page right under him, and you just click business services. Now, when you click business services, it will bring you to the section that you would need to go to. Now, under business forms, that's where you'll find a lot of your amendment forms for your business, and also the paper copy of the forms. I'm gonna let you know a lot of stuff like registering new businesses is done online now, so you wouldn't have to worry about paper forms. But if you need to make any changes to your business, paper forms is very important, okay? So, and under business entity services, you have to, like I said, the business forms, the paper forms. This is where you will go search and make sure that the name is available. So when you're thinking of a new business, you want to say, man, I wonder, can I use this name in the state of Alabama? This is where you will go and search that name in the state. Okay, it is very important you do that, because when we get to a certain step, I will show you why. Okay. This here is where you request copies of your documents. Now, this is important because we all, lose documents every now and again, and your business documents is very important. Okay, so it's like the birth certificate of your business, so you have to keep these on hand. Now, if you lose these for any reason, you can go here and request copies. It is a charge. I'm gonna let you know Alabama will charge you for everything. Okay.
You said if I need copies of it, they're gonna charge me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So it's always good to email a copy to yourself, and as well as save a copy and print a copy. Okay.
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 And this is of you talking about the EIN? Is that what you're talking about?
No, your EIN, that's the social security number of your business, and also your formation paperwork. Your formation paperwork
Okay.
is like the birth certificate. That is your proof of existence in the state. Okay, you can look it up on the website, but like when you go in banks and create bank accounts and stuff like that, they want to see the formation paperwork. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, and then also certificates of existence and everything. Those are really, oops, didn't mean to click that. Those is basically showing that your business is, honestly, business document copies is more important. Then you have domestic formation and foreign registration. Domestic formation means that you are within the state of Alabama. You are domestic. You are within the borders of Alabama. That means that you are from Alabama and you want to start a business. Okay. Foreign means that you're not from Alabama, but you're starting a business. You're bringing your business to Alabama. So if you have a business in Louisiana and you want to bring it to Alabama, that'll be foreign. But if you're in Alabama and you want to create a business in Louisiana, you will be a foreign entity to Louisiana. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do domestic formation. Okay, so go ahead and click that link. When you click that link, it's going to ask you, hey, do you want to do domestic formation? Just click it again, and it's going to bring you to here. Now here, it breaks down the fees for you. On the total amount that you want to do would be $236. That will cover your name reservation fee, which is the $28, and then as well as the $208 formation. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna click continue the application, and I can tell that some stuff changed. I normally do the other states. India mainly take care of Alabama for us. I mainly handle the other states. So I see they updated the website. So here you just fill out your information. I'm gonna autofill a lot of stuff to make this a lot quicker. But if you're typing in information, let me know and I can slow down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm typing it in right now.
Okay. So let me know once you get all your information typed in, and we're gonna hit continue. Okay.
Okay, hold on one second.
Now on this form is asking for mailing address, so PO boxes are okay for mailing when they request a mailing address. Now when they ask for physical location, PO boxes are not okay. You will have to use a physical address. Now if you're using your personal address when you're filling out the information for your business, that is public information. So if someone comes here and look up your business like the way I showed you, where you click on that link and look up a business, if someone comes look up your business, your address will show if you use your personal address.
So what should I use until I get, or should I wait until I get a PO box?
Well, PO boxes, like I said, are mailing addresses. You do need a physical address for your business. A lot of people use like UPS locations, UPS stores, and stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna let you know, you can't Google search your business and it brings up your address. That will not work. Now if someone knows how to use this system, which I'm gonna let you know a lot of people do not, if someone knows how to use the system, that's the only way they'll be able to look it up. Okay.
Okay. Well, the thing about it is like my tax exempt information is already in this address, and this is not,
so it
this is
doesn't
not the
matter.
house we're buying, so I'm fine with using it, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then also just know that you will have to file amendments once you move. Okay.
Okay.
And the IRS, you don't have to worry about filing anything with the IRS. It automatically updates when you do your tax paperwork.
Okay. But with a LLC, I will have to file an amendment when I move.
Yes, when you move and you're no longer at that address, you have to change the address. And the purpose for that is whenever you go and create accounts and stuff like that, try to get business credit and stuff like that, your address matters. So and I'll be honest with you, your address matters. So you want to make sure you keep that stuff up to date, especially if someone's trying to get in contact with you, like someone try to sue your business or anything like that, then they need a proper address to contact you. Okay.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they send stuff by mail.
Hello. I can't hear you if you're saying anything.
Oh no, I'm just actually waiting for you to finish this
Oh,
part. So
I'm done. I'm sorry. I thought
okay.
we were going to the next.
Okay, yeah, just click continue. Once you go to continue, then you're gonna type in the name that you want to request. Okay.
Okay, I did that already. I thought we
All
was going. I thought
right.
we was me to
All
go.
right. So when you select the name that you want, you got to make sure that you have the LLC indicator, or LLP, or limit liability company, or limit liability partnership on the back end of it. Okay. You have to have the indicator in the state of Alabama. And then once you type in the name with the LLC or LLP at the back end of it, click continue. And then it's going to ask you the type of reservation. Remember, we are within the state's borders, so we're domestic, and then as well as limited liability company or partnership. Now, this is something that I have learned. Limited liability company, state of Alabama do not list other members in the LLC. Now, if you list it as a partnership, they will request the different members and they will list that on the website. Now, when you're applying for business credit and stuff like that, or showing ownership of the business, a lot of times that is more a lot of people look at that more than they do operating agreements. Now, operating agreements are contracts and they are legally binding, but a lot of people like to see the actual partners on paperwork. So you can do as an LLC to prevent the double taxation. And with the operating agreement, just note that whoever has the better credit rating and you guys would try to do business credit and everything to start off, you might want to use that person's name on the business. Okay.
Okay.
And that's just from personal experiences that me and India just learned over the past 5 years of doing business. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do LLC. And see here it says the name limited liability company must contain the word limited liability company or the abbreviation L.L.C or LLC, which you see I did it right there. Kingdom Tech and Sound LLC. And then we're gonna hit continue, okay?
Okay.
Now here they're gonna ask filing online. So they want to ask you, do you want to do your name reservation only, or you want to do the file formation data? We're gonna do file formation data. Here they're going to ask the person that is requesting this information, the request this information. You just, if you click that right there, copy contact information to request the information and then select individual, it will pull your information from that front page and put it here. Makes it a lot quicker. Okay.
You said click copy contact.
Yes, ma'am. And it'll autofill it for you, and then you just select individual. Okay. Now, if you're starting a business and you own a business and you want your business to own another business, you will do organization and type in your business information, okay?
If
All
I
right.
want my business to own another business.
Yeah, right. So you go from here and then you hit continue. Once you hit continue, now it should tell
Is
you
that
name
when people,
reservation.
I'm sorry, let me ask you this question. Is that when people do DBAs, or is that something totally different if my business?
That's something totally different. Here we're following DBAs is basically creating a name reservation for the business and then getting that name trademark. So from here on out, you own that name. So you can use that name for your business. Now here this is when you want to say, you know how we had the Sears call center here. And that was actually Sears Holding Company. Sears Holding Company actually owned Sears, Kmart, and Craftsman, and all those other businesses. So at that point, that's when your business is buying other businesses, or your business is establishing other business. So that's what a lot of people do. Instead of putting stuff under their personal name, they just put everything under their LLC. So when they create a new business, they have a holding company that has other LLCs. Okay.
All right.
So that's when you become a serial entrepreneur and you just have multiple. You and your husband's just starting multiple businesses. Okay.
All right.
All right. So here it's going to tell you to verify everything. The legal name, Kingdom Tech and Sound LLC. Original requester, requester name, Jeremy Hartman, and then address, and then I certified that I have reviewed this information and is correct for domestic limited liability company name reservation. So this is basically the name reservation portion, and then we're going to hit continue. Okay.
Okay.
Once we hit continue, now we're doing the county information. We're in Mobile County. Are you in Mobile County?
No, I'm in Jefferson County.
Okay. Select the particular county that you're in. And then hit limit liability company. And see here, say, you know how you see the Spirit Halloween stores and stuff like that? So if you have like a seasonal business that you want to have a delayed start date, you can set it up to have like, say, you know what, I really don't want to start this business to October of next year, but I'm gonna go ahead and pay for everything and get everything established and everything. You could have your delayed start date for October of next year. So you're not responsible for taxes or anything until the beginning of October of next year. That's what the delayed start date for. Okay. But we want to start immediately with filing, so we don't put a date there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and we hit continue. Here now they're going to ask for the registered agent. Do you know what a registered agent is?
No.
Okay, a registered agent is the person that is responsible for all legal notices for the business. The registered agent is supposed to be available Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. So if the Secretary of State, Attorney General, IRS, or anyone want to contact the business regarding legal matters, they will contact the registered agent first. In the state of Alabama, you can be your own registered agent, or you can hire someone to do it for you. Honestly, me and India did this when we first started our business. We was paying $250 a year for a company to let us know that they did not receive any mail for our business. Do not waste your money, okay? So go ahead and then just put you or your husband here, and then just put an address a good mailing address for you guys. Well, not a good mailing address, because here they have to have a physical address within the county that you're starting. So this is where that physical address come into play at. So you want to put down a good address where they could contact you, and then just leave it at that, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so go ahead and fill out your information. Like I said, I'm auto-filling everything, so I may move a little faster than you. And here, if you have a different mailing address, you could put it here. But I just copy office address. And then make sure you select that I certify the registered agent as the individual who is a resident of Alabama and existing Alabama domestic entity or foreign entity currently registered to do business in Alabama. And that agent maintains a business office at the registered office address stated in the application, which is a physical location in Alabama. So it has to be a physical location in Alabama, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then you just, once you fill that out, check that box, hit continue. And let me know when you get there, okay?
I'm here.
Okay, so now this is not required. Honestly, this is where I like to list partners in a business in the LLC form, because it will actually list their names on the paperwork. And it's just one of those things that I like to do, just to, cover steps, bases, and stuff like that. But it is not required at all. A lot of times this step is skipped. You can skip this step if you like, or you can fill out a partner information if you like to fill it out right there. But I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this portion. Are you going to fill this portion out?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we're gonna hit continue. All right, here is asking, do you want to do a document upload? Now, if you already have your operating agreement drawn up and have it notarized and everything, here you can upload it to the state of Alabama's website, and that will be on file with the Secretary of State. It is not required for you to file this with the Secretary of State, okay? It is required that you have the operating agreement notarized and a physical copy at the place of business you guys will be doing business at, okay? So I say make 3 copies, one for you, one for your partner, and one for the place of business, okay?
Okay.
All right, but you don't have to add any attachments or documents, so you just hit continue. All right, so, oh, this is something new, okay. India, have you done this yet?
Yes, it's not mandated, but you can. This
Oh, the
basically they want
minority owned business.
yeah, so
This is
they just
something
want
you
to
can do. Go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry.
no, you fine. They want a survey. Basically, they actually sent it to every business home to send back, but most people didn't. For people that are women owned, I go ahead and fill it out for them, because if you want to, for example, want to fill out a grant, it'll be actually on your LLC paperwork, and it'll show you as a woman owned business. So I fill it out for my women. Yes, I do. Did that answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I will put under women on and independently owned and operated.
Yes, independently owned and operated. All right, and then
So what about the minority? Do I pick one, or can I do
yes, and
both?
because you are a minority and you are a woman, so yes,
Put both of them.
yes, and that opens you up for so much funding, because it's a reason why every state is asking these questions. because it's been rumored that a new PPP loan style is supposed to be coming out soon, but it's mainly going to target minority business and minority and women-owned businesses to help grow that sector of private business. So it's a reason why these states are doing this survey, so they can see, so they can get access to this funding, so they can make more funding available within that state. Okay.
All right.
And see, at this point, this is where you will review everything, make sure everything that you put in is correct. Go through, look at everything, make sure everything looks okay and everything. Like I said, if you had more organizers, this is where you will list them and it will show them. If you had attached a document, that's where it would be. This here, yes, independently owned and operated, and yes, independently owned and operated. You type in your name and your title. But then by checking this box, I certify that all this information on review is correct, that any errors will be subject to require $100 filing fee to process a correction. India, that's new, ain't it? India.
No, it's not new. Basically what that means is going ahead and make people check the box that if they need to make any type of changes to what is incorrect, it is $100 filing fee to make an amendment. They've been had the amendment fee. It's just now making you check the box.
To let you know that you have to pay that fee. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that one later.
Wait.
That's funny. Well, so yeah, make sure everything is correct, check the box, and then hit continue. Now, after this portion of it, you're going to go through the payment steps. Once you go through the payment steps and submit payment, it's going to bring you to another screen with a red link, says copy. Now they will email a receipt and a copy of the paperwork to you, but go ahead and download the paperwork on that red link on that last page, okay? And
Okay.
let me know once you get the paperwork downloaded and everything, and then we'll go on to the next step, okay?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna pay for it today, so I can just write down the next step.
Yeah, next step is payment, then download documents,
Okay.
print a copy and save a copy, okay?
Okay.
All right. One second. I'm gonna put in the chat the new the next link we're gonna go to. India, do you want to do the EIN?
It doesn't matter. Do you already have an EIN, Jason?
Yes, ma'am. I done my own EIN.
Oh,
Okay,
you
so
already
you
got
got
one? Okay, so yeah, that's the
But,
last step.
but we can't look at it because I actually took this class because even though I knew a basis of knowledge, I wanted to kind of, I guess, reassure myself.
Okay.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry, my baby just woke up. But so if we can still look at it, because I did like, you know, the way you explain things about what each thing means, is really the knowledge that I was kind of seeking, just so I know, I took this course to assure myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes perfect
Right.
sense. So
Because some of this stuff that you went through, I didn't know. Like I would have been fumbling trying to say, you know, I would have been nervous and probably when I went through the process, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what's the organizer? Or what's the registration agent? So now you confirm me, so we can look at it. That'll be good.
all right.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are. You can just go.
All right. So our next step is the irs.gov website. Now, EINs are free, as you know. Do not pay anyone to do an EIN for you. That is free. If you're having trouble getting the EIN, contact me and India. We don't mind doing these for you for free. Okay, because it only takes like 5 minutes to get one, unless the system is down. Now in the search bar, you do want to type in EIN and click the search button, the little search hourglass. Once you click that, you're going to see here on here, you're going to see apply for employer identification number, EIN. Now, from this point, it's going to tell you hours of operation Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. It's only so Eastern is an hour ahead of us, so we have to from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm sorry. It's 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. to do EINs. Okay. So in the Alabama region. So okay, so we're gonna go down to apply online. This here is telling you the U.S. government system is for authorized use only. Use of the system consists of monitoring, interception, recording, reading, copying, capturing authorized personnel for activities. So what I'm doing is kind of a no-no. So we're gonna get through this quickly, okay? All right, so
Okay.
begin application. So what we're doing limit liability company. Now listen, this part right here trips a lot of people up. If you're doing an
Right.
LLC,
This is why I wanted this part, because I'm like all these different things. So
yeah. So you know, you're not filing a corporation, a C corp or S corp. You're not filing a partnership or a joint venture. Well, now if you have an LLC or LLP, I'm sorry, LLP, a limited liability partnership, you will select partnership. Now sole proprietorship, sole proprietorships are people that's doing DBAs, but they don't have an LLC. They just create a name for a business and they're running it off their social security number and everything. That's what sole proprietorships are. Those are no-nos, okay? And then you have limited liability companies. Limited liability companies is a structure allowed by the state statute, and is formed by filing articles of organization with the state, which what we just previously did. Okay. Now, if you're doing anything like a nonprofit or anything, you don't see nothing on here say nonprofit. You want to see here view additional types, including tax exempt or governmental organization. If none of the above fits.
okay, I have a question. Help me out on this right here. Okay, so when I did my own EIN for my nonprofit. So there was another lady that helped me set up my nonprofit. She actually did everything for me. But I'm kind of later on finding out that she's been a little iffy. So anyways, that's a whole nother story. However, when she did it, she did not change my EIN, and I did not click that at that bottom. I don't know which one. I can't remember whether I did a S corp or whether I did however I filed it. And I've already got my business account and all of that kind of stuff, but I guess it might
You
have
already
been,
501c3?
yeah. So maybe it was okay. Maybe I did click that.
IRS probably switched it over in the system. A lot.
Okay.
Be honest, this is a very common mistake. So it
Okay.
depends
Okay.
on the agent that is doing your paperwork. It depends on how they want to roll with it.
Okay.
A lot of times we ask our clients, "Hey, do not do EINs. We will take care of that for you." Because we just don't want that mistake, because sometimes you can't get the IRS agent that didn't have their coffee that morning, so now they finna give you a hard time. So it just
Okay.
depends on.
So if I, because I got my paperwork from the state, everything. So that means that somebody already corrected it for me.
Well, not necessarily. Now, your 501c3 is not from the state.
Okay.
Your articles of incorporation is from the state. Now,
Okay.
if you're a 501c3, that is tax exempt status that you fill out the 1023 form with the IRS. Now that's either you did the long form or the short form. Now that's a totally different form. You have to go through pay.gov system, and it costs either $600 or $275 filing fee. That's totally different. Now, if you have your articles of incorporation with the state of Alabama, then you are a nonprofit organization, but you probably don't have your tax exempt status. Now, do you have a determination letter from the IRS stating that you have received your tax exempt status from the IRS and you're now considered classified as a charitable or a nonprofit organization in
Yes,
federal government? Oh, you have that. Okay. I just want to make sure. Because a lot of people get that stuff confused. And they end up, somebody tell them, yeah, you 501c3, and come to find out that they just did did their incorporation paperwork, and now they have to pay taxes on donations and all that stuff, and there's a lot of scrutiny and stuff like that. Have you been filing your Form 990 every year like you're supposed to?
This I just got it in like she filed it in February 26th is the date, and I just got the paperwork like July or something from the IRS. So I don't have anything to file really.
Okay.
But I plan to because I'm doing a little something here this for the winter time. So I plan to file this coming year. That makes sense.
Okay, so remember, May 14th every year, by May 14th every year, you got to file your Form 990, okay? Very important. Now it depends on which form you filled out. You can do the e-postcard. If you made under $50,000, you made over $50,000, you have to do the full form, okay? All right, so let's get back on tax. Okay, so we're going to select limited liability company, okay? And then we're going to hit continue. All right, so here it's telling you what a limited liability company is. Hit continue. All right, so now it's asking how many members. Now, a lot of times people just select one and then select the state. Now, if it's going to be two, you can select two, but for this instance, we're going to use one, okay? So we're going to hit continue. Now here it's going to tell you that it is a single member limited liability company. Since you're a single member LLC, it is initially classified as a disregarded entity. So disregarded entities means that you file a Schedule C, E, or F on your taxes. So when you do your tax preparer, when you go to your tax preparer, you say, hey, I own a business, I'm self-employed. They're supposed to know exactly what that is. And then they're supposed to hand you the Schedule C form where you fill out your information for your business, and you give them your profit and loss statements and everything, and they plug everything in, and you guys go from there. Okay. Now, so that's when you file self-employment on your taxes. Now, if it's more than one member, that means you're a multi-member LLC. That means that the business itself has to file taxes. No one files it under their social security number. It's considered as a multi-member. So that means the business stands on its own, and then each member that was paid out has to pay taxes on the money that was paid out. So that's where we said that's when the taxation comes in twice. So because as a multi-member LLC, the business get taxed, and then each member under the business get taxed for the money that they made off of the business. You get what I mean? So that's the reason why we say single member LLCs are a little bit better, because you could write off the money that you pay out to contractors and stuff like that, which your partners and stuff would be considered as contractors and everything, or certain ways, get your CPA, get your accountant to help you figure out like ways to do your tax breaks that you need to do under your business. Okay. I don't want to give you any legal tax advice, but get you a nice accountant. Okay. And then you fill out your paperwork, file your taxes, and everything be good to go. Okay. All right, so go to continue. Now they're asking, why is the LLC requesting an EIN? We started a new business. Let's go. All right, so here, this is where you fill out your information. I'm going to pause to share here, and I'm going to fill out this information, and then we're going to go to the next screen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And when you're filling it out, you're going to say, I am one of the owners, members, or managing members of the LLC. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hit continue. And then it's going to, after you hit continue, it's going to ask for the address. Okay.
Okay.
And that's the string we're on here. So I'm going to autofill. All right. And I'm gonna let you know one thing about the IRS website. They do not do commas, periods, any special characters, okay?
Okay.
So you put any special characters in your name, just type your name without that character. All right, and then hit continue. Now it's gonna ask the name of the business. So I already have an EIN for this, so it may stop me, okay? All right, and see here, trade name or doing business as. So you can get EINs for DBAs, and this is where you enter a DBA, okay?
Mm-hmm.
State territory, LLC start date. It is October 2022. Man, this year has flown by. All right, hit continue. Now here, hit no for all this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you just started business. There's no way that you own a highway motor vehicle over 55,000 pounds. You're not doing any gambling wages or anything. You don't need to file any of this stuff, okay? So just click no and hit continue. Now it's going to ask you, what does your business or organization do? Now here I am. Kingdom Tech and Sound is a service. So I would select something totally different. You what is your business doing exactly?
Makeup.
Makeup. So you're a service as well. So we're gonna hit other and hit continue. So here you're going to see consulting, manufacturing, organization, rental, repair, sell goods, service, and other. Now you can either do consulting or service. Me, I'm gonna do consulting because my business does more than just DJing. So we're gonna go from there, and you can, since you do makeup, you can do consulting as well, because you consult the people about the type of makeup that they need, how they need to do it, and how they need to take care of their skin and everything else. So consulting will work for you as well. Okay.
Okay.
And then hit continue. Then they're gonna ask you be more specific. So here I'm gonna type in sound engineer, and then you can just type in makeup consultant on in there, and then hit continue. Then it's going to ask you, how do you want to receive your letter? You hit receive online and hit continue. Once you do this, you're going to review all this information, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And make sure everything is correct. Everything looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to hit submit. Once you hit submit, it's going to bring you to a page where you download the EIN, okay? Because
Right.
we did receive online. Make sure that you print a copy for yourself, just like you did to your organization paperwork, and then you also save a copy to your computer. This is very important, especially if you're going to apply for loans, business loans and grants and stuff like that, or even business credit, because they ask for the copy of this, okay?
Okay.
So make sure that you keep that, okay? So other than that, that's how you get your EIN. And it's very simple and very quick and efficient. Now, right at this point, your business is fully established. The state of Alabama takes 24 hours to update their website. So then within 24 hours, you can go out and get your bank account started with your EIN and with your organization paperwork and everything, and you can start your business. So at that point, you're a full-fledged business in the state of Alabama. You will start looking for paperwork in the mail telling you that, hey, you owe us some more money. We're going to charge you more taxes. Now, I'm gonna let you know, Alabama do not play about their taxes. They will tag on late fees. They don't care if they didn't notify you that you owe this money at the 61 day, and you're supposed to pay it within 60 days, okay? So if you don't see anything within like the next 5 to 6 weeks, you need to contact the Alabama Department of Revenue, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is the business tax company, because if they do not contact you, contact them, because they will charge you fees and get more money out of you for whatever they possibly can. I deal with this portion on our business, and I'd be upset because they send you notices saying, hey, you owe us money and you're late. And I was like, hey, I didn't get any notification. They tell you that I don't care, give me my money. So just be careful with the state of Alabama, okay?
Okay.
Because they do not play about their money. But besides that, everything is ready to go, good to go. Your business running. Make sure that you get you some insurance, liability insurance, and everything to cover yourself, especially dealing with makeup, because you don't want someone to have an allergic reaction or anything to anything you put on their skin or anything. So you want to cover yourself, okay?
All right. Do you recommend any places for liability insurance for?
No, I say I honestly go with what's best for your pocket and who can help you better. So shop around.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people deal with State Farm, a lot of people deal with Geico and other places like that. You know, it just all depends. It's just like car insurance. It's whatever's best for your pockets. But make sure that you have on the state of Alabama requires a minimum of $1 million, okay?
Okay.
And I know that sounds like a lot, but as a business, that's not a lot. That's like average of like $20 to $30 a month.
Okay.
All right. So do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Do you have anything you want to add on?